Good evening, everyone. We want to welcome you all to another episode of the Black Market Podcast presented by Hack the Markets. And I am your host, AC, also known as the Market Oracle. So today it's probably going to be a real short show just because we really don't have a lot going on right here in the markets right now. We do have a lot going on in the markets, but like news wise, besides having Silicon Valley Bank kind of tank out. They're now being taken over by California and the FDIC. Um, I mean, besides that, it's really not too much going on. And I say it's not too much, but I say it because that's like a regional bank. It's not really messing with the entire financial system. And I mean, it probably was a negative note for the financial system. So because of that, we will see a move to the downside. And with that move to the downside, that could give us some buying opportunities in the financial markets, in the financial sector. I'm sorry, in the financial sector. But beyond that, it's not like, we're having Wells Fargo or Chase or anybody like that saying that they're going to, go under because whatever. And I feel like I haven't done too much research on why they failed or anything like that. So, I'm just talking right now. But I feel that, because Biden is saying that no taxpayer money is about to go here or, bail them out. And they're also stating that um the not only the taxpayer money, but is gonna only be the insurance money. And everybody is gonna be whole. The investors aren't gonna get anything, but the actual depositors, they're insured. So, of course, that's a plus. Of course, you always know that the FDIC has insured your money, your accounts in these banks for up to $250,000. So that's how much you have. So if you got over $250,000, you might want to start thinking about either splitting it up, putting it in other banks, whatever strategy you want to deploy to kind of like maximize your insurance coverage. Because otherwise, if you do end up in a predicament like how you have with the Silicon Valley Bank, then that's really not something that you want to be a part of. So definitely, something that you want to look into. What's going on, 4K?
What's going on, AC? So to
Nothing
the
much,
people.
man. I was just sitting here talking about, the bank that collapsed, Silicon Valley, and how
Yeah,
that
yeah.
could probably be a little buying opportunities and all that stuff for us, coming up just because of that in the financial
Mhm.
sector. Because, of course, it's not going to tank out the financial sector by no means, not a regional bank like that, but it could cause prices to kind of like come back a little bit.
Right. It's a little
And
bit
yeah,
more.
yeah, for sure. For sure. So, um, the only thing that I can see that's gonna be big this week, because earnings, I mean, it really was anything in earnings. So,
Hmm.
we're not even gonna talk about that today. So the only thing we got really is Tuesday. We got tomorrow. We got CPI. We got core
Yeah.
CPI coming in. So that's a big report. That's definitely gonna be something. And then we also have PPI coming in on Wednesday.
Yep.
So that's gonna definitely move the market. I feel those are gonna be some market movers. So we can look for some movement
And
tomorrow
they're
and
in their free
Wednesday.
market, that at 8:30 a.m.
Yep.
So we're
Yep.
gonna get
Yep.
some more
So yeah,
volatility.
yeah, and see, we definitely like that volatility as traders because that's the only way we make our money is off that volatility.
Right. Right.
Um,
Need
we
it.
also get the home buyer survey tomorrow too. I mean, that's Wednesday. I'm not tomorrow. That's Wednesday.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, so we'll see what's up with the home buyers. Um, I think we can see. I think we got housing starts and all that stuff. We got some Philadelphia Fed manufacturing, and then we got consumer sentiment on Friday.
I was gonna
So
say that the inflation meeting as well is gonna be interesting.
yeah. So all that stuff is, it's a pretty eventful, I guess, news week, especially with these PPI and CPI reports.
Right.
Um, Outside of that though, nothing really, really meaningful going on right now. I was really trying to see, besides the bank failing, it really wasn't too much more that I could really talk about today. Because earnings is not around. We just did our news segment.
It was interesting to see last week in the market based on the Powell meeting and how how quickly the volatility started and kind of where price started to kind of settle in on different things. I was looking at it from like even a gold trade or
Yeah.
just even the in general just how the market kind of took off or really retested back. Honestly, I saw a lot of that happen about like noon 1:30. So it's always interesting to see how his what he says affects things. I don't know if you had a chance to listen to the meeting, but you could see like people were in the YouTube comments trying to trade. They were
Nah, I
like,
didn't
God,
get a
it's
chance to
like,
watch it, but that's hilarious.
yeah, yeah. People were like trying to give plays in the YouTube comments while the video was on. So I was like, this
That's
is crazy.
hilarious. But I mean, that's the type of that's really the type of world that we're living in now. Is the
Yeah.
fact that we really can like be so interactive that we're having conversations
Mhm.
while that is going on live, and like this conversation is going on worldwide too, so you can just tune in and you can
Right.
see the conversation as well as the live, and it's different now. I'll say that. Like the access that we have to information is insane now.
It's almost kind of hurts you because you have so much to look at,
Yep,
and anything can kind of spark somebody to think, oh, well, this person's voice changed, and oh, that means buy, it's fine. And then you get into all these ideas and overthink it.
exactly.
Honestly, putting extra factors into the market that make it even more difficult.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So now you're out here, your data overload, all
yeah,
types of stuff.
yeah. We already going against the market maker. We don't need any more enemies.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can't fight yourself. Do not
Yeah,
fight yourself. That is not a good thing to fight yourself. You want to trust yourself. Trust your. I mean, that's what you want to do. You want to be able to get into that analysis and trust your analysis. Like, what's the purpose of doing the analysis if you don't trust it? Like,
right.
that makes no sense right there.
Yeah, that's a definite thing with that. Like we say, always having your stop losses and having everything, your numbers actually calculated and looked at, so you're not guessing where things can go in the market, and actually have a plan for it. So,
Yeah, for sure. So I see that United Airlines they kind of took a little tumble. They are forecasting a first quarter loss. So
oh
because they're forecasting a first quarter loss. So that's the travel sector. So that that could be something right there. I'm not saying that it's the beginning of anything big or anything, but I do want to keep my eye on that just because a lot of people have been playing that reopening, and of course everything is reopened now. No COVID restrictions hardly, if any. So we're in 2023. Just 3 years after. So uh, how I don't really feel like that play is like effective anymore, relevant anymore. Like it's we're open now. So
yeah,
now
yeah.
what?
Well, the prices is the only thing that I would really say is the biggest, threat to anything or where it may give opportunity because it's been skyrocketing so crazy. They're trying to make all their money back. But that's why I'm surprised that they took a loss for their first quarter with how much this stuff costs.
Yeah, so they're projecting that they'll have a first quarter loss. And the thing is, I guess also because inflation did start hitting those airplane tickets. So with that
Yeah,
being
exactly.
said, a lot of people aren't flying anymore because it started costing a little bit more. Like you're
Yep.
not getting all these people going all over the country anymore, just doing whatever and whatever, however anymore because ticket prices went up.
Right.
And if you're paying more at the store for food, you're paying more, just all the way around. It's not a lot left over for your travel budget. And now traveling is a little bit more expensive. And we're
Mhm.
not saying that, these things are up like, $100 or anything, but if you're adding $10 to $20 a little bit here, a little bit there, that adds up.
Yeah, per flight, and especially everybody's you're gonna travel during the holiday season.
Yeah.
But summer coming up, everyone's trying to gear up. Oh, where do we go
Yeah,
for
exactly.
vacations and all? And you would think it would skyrocket, but like you said, it's way more expensive,
Yeah,
now
way more expensive.
to
So
fly. So
yeah. I know I was looking at flights and I'm like, man, like to go some places is ridiculous.
And
It's like,
I had,
yeah, I don't even want to go anymore. Like, who's coming up with the teleport machine, man? That's what I want.
it definitely changes your trip when you gotta spend half of the money to get there.
Yeah, it's like I really don't even want to go anymore. Like, and it's
It took
not even that we can't go. It's the simple fact that why? Why would I
right,
want to spend this?
right. Now I gotta
I'd
be in the
rather
whole.
charter a plane, man, for some of this stuff. Let me just charter the plane. You know, it was something very funny one time that I saw on the internet,
Hmm.
and it was talking about Uber.
Hmm.
And up in New York, me personally, I did not know that you could Uber helicopters. So,
Uber
yeah, yeah, you can
helicopters.
Uber helicopters up there, up in New York at least. It
What?
seems. So, yes. So at one point, this person was trying to get a Uber ride,
Uh huh.
and it was cheaper to get the helicopter than it was to get like a black truck or something like that. It was something crazy. It was like a black truck or something. I can't remember what it was, but yeah,
Yeah.
the helicopter ended up being cheaper. So of course the person took the helicopter. But it was hilarious.
A helicopter is less than the gas. Well, I mean, inflation. There we go. The
Yeah.
gas.
So hey, that was pretty funny. I saw that some months ago. I can't
Hmm.
say how valid and how true it is, especially with it being so many months ago for me seeing it. Very funny story though to tell.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane.
And let's see. So we got Bitcoin. It has finally rallied back up to $24,000. I
Some
don't know
have.
how people feel about crypto now, but especially with all that stuff that was going down with Sam Bankman Freed and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
And
I
that.
still don't
Yeah.
understand how you I still don't understand how you trust someone last name Bankman, but hey.
The, I saw some movement on. It was funny. Like Ethereum was starting to get. I wonder why this is starting to shake it all. But I think people are also. I'm. There's got to be. We haven't had another meme stock happen in a minute. So I think maybe that's our next guess. Is something like a Doge or a AMC is going. We're gonna have another one of those.
Now you know they were already trying to push that the other like a few weeks ago, I believe, because
Yeah,
Elon was saying something about it. He was mentioning it like always,
man.
and I think I think he was like he was manipulating it one more time, like always,
Hmm.
like in the
Hmm.
past. It's hilarious though. So I
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
that was or at least it's gone. What, up 4% today? I was like, why Dogecoin of all things that? But
Yeah,
hey,
and see that's what I'm saying. So he it seems like they're still probably manipulating it now. So
yeah,
I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna jump on this bandwagon and try to do anything. But it's fun to watch. Is entertaining to listen to,
right,
and entertaining to see these people really get behind this stuff and really feel like this is the next big thing. And I'm
yeah,
like, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you it's not, but as of right now, I don't think this is something that you just want to put the house on.
definitely not one that's got. Well, to me at least, it doesn't really have the same backing that it did before. But
Exactly.
also, a lot of people have taken, moved to something else. So like how we had NFTs, we haven't had heard of that, and
Yeah, we haven't heard NFTs in a long time. Like that
yeah,
was a very hot topic at one point. Now
hmm,
we're not hearing that anymore. People
exactly,
aren't mining NFTs. They're not selling it. Like they were out here selling these things for like hundreds of thousands of dollars at one point.
yeah,
And you
yeah,
don't even know what you're buying. Like, what was it? Some monkeys or something like that? Like, how much are these monkeys
yeah,
worth now?
the crypto monkey or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was like now I don't even know how much it's worth, but before, like, you know?
People were saying that's the new, how are we going to create them? Oh, we've got to create our own individual one. And, you had celebrities and all thinking this was the next biggest thing. But now you see it has no
I haven't heard it in a
anything
second.
behind it.
I really haven't heard that in a second.
Yeah.
Like NFTs are really not being talked about anymore.
Hmm.
Really not being talked about anymore. But I see First Republic. So First Republic Bank has fallen out of the sky.
Hmm.
I just want to talk about that real quick
Yeah.
before we get off of here. So the ticker is FRC. That's
Okay.
First Republic Bank. These guys are down $50 today.
Today,
61%. Yes, today.
oh, I know their office is looking crazy.
61, basic almost 62%
Oh my
down. They're
God.
down to $31.21.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous that move to the downside. So me personally, I'm saying keep that on your watch list.
Yeah.
Um Now, just because with such an aggressive move to the downside, you have to expect a rebound. You have
Mm-hmm.
to expect it. It may not be tomorrow, but it may be tomorrow. You just got to
Right.
watch it. I can't tell you when it's going to happen, but I do know that whenever you see something aggressive like that, the market will usually rebound. And you can, and I'm not saying it's going to get back to where it was, but it's going to rebound a couple of points. It
Mm-hmm.
may only rebound 30 points, it may only rebound 20 points, but that's $20 or $30 that it can rebound. And that's a nice move, even if it
Right.
rebounds $10, because
Right.
that right there is a nice move to the downside. You make that rebound
$50.
money. Yeah. You make that rebound money, and that's it.
Yep.
Like you're not in this trade for a very long time. When you're trading, you're not trying to be in these trades for months. So if that's what you're thinking about when you're trading, no, that is not what you think about.
Right. Get your money and move to the next thing.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So for me personally, I'm gonna use that as my pick for the day. FRC.
I want to say if we're going off of those, and I know Nike had a big downtrend today, and they
Oh, okay.
usually don't, but they were down. Man, how much were they down? I was looking at trying to find another entry, or actually, yeah, they were only down 3% today.
Okay.
But like you said, gives room for some movement. I'm
Yeah.
still not convinced that these airlines are gonna stay there. I think there's got to do something.
Yeah.
I know that quarter return is deep, but it's just too expensive. So I'm assuming they'll just have a bit of a breakdown and then
Yeah.
find some more income somewhere. So
Yeah. Cause man, like, and for my play, like I'm really not saying that we still, because it was aggressive, it's still like a boat. We got to give it some time
hmm
before it can settle down. So it may
right,
hang out at this $30 area for a few days. And then rebound. But definitely keep it on your watch list for sure.
that'd be a good entry for sure.
Oh yeah. But until next time, we want to encourage everybody to head over to hackthemarketstrading.com, where you can open yourself up a premium account. That way, you get access to us and all of our knowledge, all of our plays, all of our trades, all of our predictions. You can ask questions, all of that good stuff.
Right,
Besides that, definitely follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, like the Facebook page, and subscribe to the YouTube page. Um, Definitely get us some views, like the channel, and share the channel. Anything else you want to add, 4K, before we get off here tonight?
that's it, man. We'll see you next week.
All right. Well, until next week, we'll see you guys.